101.5 FM, that's the fabulous Wolf Brothers. Geez, they show that they are not just that big sound that you expect to hear from the Wolf
Brothers.
Brothers.
They get out there and just rock it out.
Yeah, they've got it. And someone else who rocks it out, but has also shown a bit of a ballady side in his latest single. Mind you, he's picked a fair singer to go with him too. I can tell you that much. Don't worry about that.
You're already all gaga because you just ran into Chris down at the...
she's got a great voice. I've said that right from the start. I said that and you believe me anyway.
And there you go. She's a bit of a rocker too.
And of course I'm talking of Australia's very own Adam Toms, and he joins us now. G'day, mate. How are you?
I'm good, guys. How are you guys going?
Really good.
Top of the world.
It's fair to say you've hooked up all right with a chick who can really sing.
Chrissy Thomas, look, she goes all right for a beginner, you know. She's taking lessons at the moment. She's getting there day by day.
Oh, that's good. I'm pleased.
She could be one of these overnight successes, couldn't she?
I think so. She's listening right now. Next time she sees you, I'll have two black eyes.
You're in trouble. Because we ran into watching Chris down at Broadbeach this weekend. I tell you what, she just packs a punch, and the whole crowd, you know, you sort of when you do the festivals like that, you're on such a routine, like a roster, that you need to be over there, and there. But she captures that crowd, and you just don't leave. You just can't.
Yeah, it's a lot of energy in her performance, and you know, I was lucky enough with my first album to have her sing on some songs on some backing vocals, and she did it the same with this album. But this particular single, "Can't Quit You," you know, as I was writing it, I guess I wasn't sitting down and writing a duet. It was just writing a song, and as it was sort of coming together, I sort of went, ooh, hang on a minute, and I knew Chrissy's voice was just going to be awesome on it. So it's I think it really is the icing on the cake for the whole song.
Now, Can't Quit You, this is single number 3 off the album so far?
It is, yeah. So I went out with Rowdy together last year and Rich Man earlier this year, and I'll do something a little bit gentle, but it's, you know, it's got a bit of power, you know, a bit of a power ballad, isn't it? A bit of a
there's no doubt about that, yeah.
Without the bad hair.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hang on, maybe I have got the bad hair.
It's something to work on. There's plenty of people around the place that are happy to have hair. Yeah. So don't pick on them, Tomsy. Don't be nasty, mate. What's happening as far as the tour front and out there? We know you've got a family. You're living up in northeastern Victoria, away from the hustle and bustle from everything. But what's happening as far as the tour front for Adam Toms?
Look, I've decided. Well, not decided. I took on a day job. Actually, I've had 2 years off without working a full-time job, and unfortunately, my music addiction requires money to get things done. So,
sure does.
On top of gigs and that sort of thing, and feeding the family, you know, the kids went and ruined everything by needing food and all that sort of stuff. So
it's always something, isn't it, with kids?
It's annoying, but so I took on a 6-month contract and just working during that. It's in theory that finishes up around mid-October, and with any luck, it should shape up that I'll be up north towards the end of the year. So I did a couple of weeks around Sydney and Newcastle a couple of months ago, and I was hoping to extend that, but yes, the day job duties were calling, and so up north with any luck by the end of the year.
Oh, that's brilliant. Now, one of the songs that took Tracy's eye in the album was "Are We There Yet?"
Oh,
and
yeah.
We didn't speak about it last time, but that's dead set. Someone who's got kids has written that.
Yeah, it's absolutely. Everyone knows all about that. The kids in the car, and are we there yet? Are we there yet? And funny enough, because that was just before we did the trip around Australia, and that was before June 2011 that I wrote it. And you know, to be honest with you, my 2-year-old at the time when I wrote that, he wasn't really even saying that then, but he was saying it well and truly by the end of that trip. 6 hours on the road, are we there yet? It's like, yeah, I'll give you that, son. You can have that one. No worries.
They pick it up pretty quickly. Now, talk about songwriting. Have we got plenty of songs still pen to paper? We've still got plenty in the background there?
Yeah, I have, actually. It's a tricky one because I made not a deliberate decision, but there's a bunch of songs on the Rich Man album that, you know, I really wanted to not have a confusion about what sort of music it is. It's, you know, I think it's pretty clear that it's country rock, but at the same time, there's some songs on there that stand out that aren't necessarily down the traditional, well, definitely not traditional country, but you know, like Can't Quit You, this new ballad. It's a very bluesy, soul sort of a song, and but you know, we've from a production point of view and even the story, there's definitely country in it. So you know, I guess you'd call it a country blues song, but you know, there's some other songs there that are fairly rocky, and you go, oh, gee, it's a country, but as a whole, the album's fairly country. So the direction for the next album, I really don't know. It's at the moment, it's just songs that some ideas are floating around my head, you know, strumming the guitar, and I'm sort of hearing more of a stripped back, you know, a lighter production, I guess, just more of an organic sound. And I've got a pretty raw, organic sound overall with my songs anyway, so I'm kind of, sounds very corny me talking about my own stuff, but I'm kind of curious to how, you know, the next sort of chapter unravels anyway. I know it won't be an expensive chapter because my wife won't let me.
That's why you've got the day job.
That's why I've got the day
job. Well, you're not that far from you're not that far from our mate Pete Dennehy.
That's right, over Jack and Dander.
Now Pete's got he was telling everyone at the Golden Guitars that he recorded his last album on GarageBand and his at his own place, mate. So I reckon, knowing Dennehy, I reckon a cheap bottle of red, and you've got a producer and everything on your hand.
Absolutely, and it's funny because, you know, there's so many songs, particularly in the pop world, you know, where those songs are actually born from, you know, in people's garages or, you know, in a house somewhere that, you know, not really even studios. So with all the gear that you can get these days, it's you know, you can make a very good production. For me, I think, you know, obviously it always starts with the song, but also the musicians around it, really what make the songs as well. So, you know, I wish I was a bit of one of those all-round geniuses who could play drums, bass and guitar and keys, but unfortunately my drumming skills, as much as I think that they're actually pretty unreal, they're pretty lousy, so I'll be using actual people who can play.
And you know, the people that can play all that, they're just show-offs anyway. Don't worry about that.
I hate them.
I know. It's not fair, is it?
Don't care for them at all. I mean, you know, Phil Collins, who? I mean, whatever.
Collins? Yeah. And of course, we were just going, just take a step back to talking about like this new album, Rich Man, how you sort of brought your own flavour to it and you want to bring a bit of blues in there and that. And I think that is a bit of contrast from the Holding My Breath album, from Sugar Lips through to that. No, it's real country rock that was like, here we are and we're going for it. And I think we do hear the difference there. I think we're actually hearing more of Adam Toms coming out through the new album. And I think it's a nice contrast to actually have that, because every song in this one has got a little bit of something different. And with country today, it is different. Everything is different within country. So I think it's a good balance.
Right. Yeah, look, it's a tricky one. You know, somebody said to me, you can't be everything to everyone, and I respect that. And but at the same time, I see myself, you know, even from a live or a festival point of view, when I do festivals, I love rocking out with a band. You know, I think there's nothing better. But at the same time, there's nothing more intimate and in your face than actually sitting in front of the crowd with just an acoustic guitar and singing your songs as you know, in a singer-songwriter show. And I'm quite comfortable, quite at home doing both styles or both kinds of performances and putting the songs across in a stripped back version or whatever, or, you know, a different mix of songs for each particular show. So, I don't know, I like to have my cake and eat it too, I guess. It's probably a little bit selfish, but I'm sorry, it's just the way I've got to go.
Well, I've got to tell you, when I'm in the mood, I love rocking out to a band, but when I sit down to the songwriters, I think it's just fantastic because you actually get to meet the people through their songs. I love songwriters, so you win me on that one as well. But I do like to rock out. And Adam, Darren's reached for the paper. You're in trouble.
What's happening?
You're in trouble.
Speaking for meeting people, we're talking with Adam Toms at the moment, and you've been a guest on Tracy and the Big D more than twice, which means you qualify now for us being able to find out more about you, all right?
Okay.
So you get what we call the famous 4 question.
Right.
All right.
I wish you had a prep me for this.
No
Yeah,
prepping. That's what makes it all interesting.
All right. Favourite food?
Lasagna.
Right.
My wife's lasagna.
Oh, my wife's
throw
lasagna.
that one in there. Now
There
he's
it
into
is.
the books.
Favourite footy team? Any code, anywhere?
Oh, look, I go for the Kangaroos in the AFL when they're winning.
When they're winning.
they're winning.
All right. It's been a long time since North Melbourne won anything, but that's okay.
That's the 2 easy ones.
Okay.
Now come the
Or-
hard ones.
A song you wish you had have written.
Look, yeah, Drift Away.
Oh.
It's,
Toby Gray.
Yeah, Toby Gray. So
Yep.
that's. I mean, if there's anyone that's listening that's been to any of my gigs, and when I do covers, I finish every single show. I finish with this particular song. It's just one of those things. I have to do it, and love it to guts, love it to bits.
Beautiful. Yeah, I love it. I always thought about it as a, wasn't it a chocolate bar ad or something years ago?
Oh, it was too,
a drifter. Yeah.
All you need is 3 drunk people to sing along with you. This makes
Yeah.
the night.
Well,
Doesn't
there you
matter.
go. I'm not
that's
even
it.
drunk when I started singing it, so yeehaw.
And a piece of advice that you would give the 13-year-old Adam Toms.
Collaborate more. Listen to other people more. I'm not suggesting that I didn't. I just probably could have done it more.
Oh, there you go. Well, I'm glad you didn't say stop wearing makeup. That's fantastic.
Don't cross-dress. I didn't really start collaborating properly until in my late 20s. So it was, when I was as a singer-songwriter, I was writing songs of my own a lot. So it was more, I guess if I had done that, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. But I'm glad that I listened to either that voice in my head or somebody, and just started to say, okay, collaborate and work with other people, even if it doesn't eventuate in anything. It's just getting that experience and the vibe of working off other people and seeing where things go.
Well, in saying that, if you could pick one person out of the entire world, whether they're still with us or not with us anymore, who would you like to sit down and write with?
Hang on, isn't this question number 5?
No, we don't have a question number 5, but I just thought of that when you thought that, but I wonder who you would like to sit with.
Gee.
It's another hard one, isn't it?
It's a super hard one. Look,
Yeah, apart from me.
yeah, look, and that was, it was on the tip of my
Yeah, I
tongue.
thought so,
Alive, look, I'd have to be alive. I couldn't be. I'd have to say Keith Urban, and dead, I'd say Jimi Hendrix, just because it's a little bit of guitar rock god.
Nice mix
Yeah.
up there.
Wow. Well, Adam, it's been great to catch up with you as usual. Good luck with the new single. It's called Can't Quit You. If someone hasn't got a copy of the album, where do they get it from?
From me, personally, you can come to my house. The address is...
Well, we've lost him.
You can go to my website, adamtoms.com. You can grab it from there. You can also get it off iTunes.
Well, they should
and yeah.
already have it, shouldn't they? What's wrong with these
They
people?
Look,
should.
I'm pretty sure that most people have got it. Yeah.
It's gone triple platinum, so, I mean, most people should have it.
Well, Adam,
Yeah,
we
I'm the
did
number
mention...
one artist on Reverb Nation in Benalla.
Oh, well, that's
So,
a
you know.
good thing. What we're going to do is we're going to play Can't Quit You right now, but after our show we have Nick Irby comes on and gives us his top 20, and then after that we have a back-to-back track-to-track. So tonight's featured artist is yourself, Adam Toms, and we're going to be playing Rich Man, the entire album from track number 1 right through to track number 12, because there's some hidden gems in there and we want everyone to get a listen to them.
Oh, wow. Thanks so much.
No problem. So here it is right now. Thanks, Adam Toms, with Chrissy Thomas and Can't Quit You. Thanks, Adam.
See you guys.